Hello and welcome to Deadline Horror News Live for the week of March 16th. I'm Donnie and I'm joined here with the Professor Smoke.
Hello.
Yeah, and you'll notice this episode is a little different from our usual. Both Josh and Will are on assignment. Will, as usual, but Josh is on assignment. He decided to just go on assignment this week. But we are from the All-American Spookshow Horror Podcast. As always, we want to remind you to like and subscribe to the channel and click on the bell to be notified when we upload new videos. And you can also become a supporter of the Spook Show by going over to patreon.com/AA Spookshow. You can sign up to become a patron. We have levels starting at $1, $3, $5, $10. We even have a crazy $1,000 Spook Show Insanity level. Really, you got to check it out to really see what that's all about. But yeah, we have video minisodes starting the Library of the Professor. That actually is released every Tuesday. Bonus podcasts every month, like Spook Show Rewind. Speaking of the Spook Show Rewind, that actually we do have a new release of Spook Show Rewind. This is number 3, where we cover Suspiria. So yeah, if you're here, you're aware of kind of what we do, who we are. But also, based on that, we also have Crapsterpiece Theater, Professor's Retro Reviews. Those are articles, but definitely tons more from where that came from. So yeah, check out Spook Show Rewind. That is out now on Patreon. All right, and also we have episode 99 that is also out now. Where we cover Leprechaun in the Hood. So, Smoke, what was your thoughts on Leprechaun in the Hood?
Anything that was definitely a fun episode. It was definitely a fun episode because we were all together in Josh's studio recording that one. So at least, despite what anybody thinks of the movie, and you'll hear what our reviews are when you listen to this episode, it was at least fun to record it and to watch, in that atmosphere.
Yeah, it was, man. Yeah, it was fun. It was actually it was this episode 99, as well as episode 100 that we actually we were live in studio in Spook Show Studios recording that. So that was episode 100 is a milestone for us. That's our watch along commentary. It's basically you can watch it along with us. And we provide the commentary, of course. But so yeah, that actually is released. Episode 100 is going to be released this coming Monday, March 21st. Unless you're a patron at the $5 level, you will get it early. So definitely join us with episode 100. Also, we have our Crapsterpiece poll that is currently out. The choices there are The Apple, Nothing But Trouble, Jaws: The Revenge, and Troll 2. There's no clear-cut leader right now, but what you, this is, it kind of is what it is.
Yeah, they're all certified fresh turds, anyways.
But yeah, and each in their own right. But as far as who's gonna win, who knows, man? It really could be at any time because we're running this to the end of the month. And you don't have you don't have to be a patron to vote. You can vote on all of our socials. You can vote on all of our socials, Facebook, Instagram, Slasher. You can also go to Patreon. You can even comment on this this here and cast your vote here. So yeah, definitely check us out for that. And also we do have an announcement coming soon with episode 101. This is Will's choice. So what we're doing with this is I believe it's every other week we're going to have it's something like this where we rotate and we each have a choice of a movie. We're still going to do the same new old cycle, but this was Will's choice. He chose Night of the Living Dead from 1968. So that's what we're going to cover on episode 101. Episode 102 is going to be our Spook Show Spotlight episode on George Romero. And also the Crapster Peace Theater poll from last month, February. You guys so graciously chose Garbage Pail Kids. So we'll be that'll be coming up on Patreon. That is a Patreon exclusive. So definitely join us for that. But yeah, moving on to headlines. Smoke, you got anything to add for before we get into the headlines?
No, just that. Yeah, Will's choice is an excellent choice for our first of those rounds of choices. Night of the Living Dead. I'm excited for doing that one, and Romero following it up with that spotlight will be perfect. So that way we don't have to spend a whole crap load of time just talking about Romero on the Night of the Living Dead episode. We'll talk about that when we get to the Spook Show Spotlight episode. And I did get to meet Romero once, thankfully, before he passed on.
Yeah.
At Mad Monster in Charlotte one year. Yep.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, it should definitely be some good episodes. Yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah.
But
also Josh, who is Josh is on location. He's but he is listening in to this episode, and he said, I believe I saw it pop up there talking about how much fun Leprechaun in the Hood was to record. That we recorded, Frankenhooker right after that, and it was even more of a blast. And yes, it definitely that was a hell of a fun episode, and I can't wait for the people to listen to that one. So
yeah, that was fun. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. We should do that again soon. But
yeah, oh yeah.
But yeah, moving right on into the headlines. Elvira has joined the cast of Rob Zombie's version of the Munsters, and it was actually announced last week that the Munsters was officially rated as PG. So I don't know, Smoke, your thoughts?
Yes. I mean, I haven't been following along too much on the ins and outs of it because for the show, I guess I'm gonna have to do that, but when it comes to these new movies and everything, as far as me personally, what I like to read into things, I always end up spoiling it for myself. So I haven't looked into it too much, but I'm gonna have to dig into it a little bit more for the show, anyways. But
now one thing I have read about the Munsters, obviously Rob Zombie's directing, but he's directing for Universal. And it may be a Peacock exclusive, but that part hasn't been confirmed. I don't know, man. I grew up watching the Munsters, but I don't know. I guess if it's PG, it'll probably be fine, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Because when they announced that, I don't know what people were thinking as far as if he announced it, people are going, "Damn, it's going to be PG. That's going to suck." But I mean, it's the Munsters, so
yeah. I mean,
what do you want? R-rated Munsters?
Yeah.
So I'm fine with that. With the PG rating.
Yeah, Cash 5000 said Rob Zombie and PG in the same sentence sounds weird. It does.
It does sound weird. It sounds weird, but I don't know if that sounds. But but R-rated Munsters might sound even weirder.
Yeah, Josh chimed in. He said, Zombie is a huge Munsters fan, so I'm sure he won't shit on it. It's another good point. He has mentioned in past interviews he would love a chance to do this, and now he's Well, of course he's doing it, so
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to see for sure.
I think hopefully it's safe to say that at least it will be better than Tim Burton's remake of Dark Shadows. You know.
Oof. We'll see. Who knows, man? Yeah, but we'll check it out, I'm sure. All right, and now I had never seen this, but William Lustig's 90s slasher Uncle Sam.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's basically the 25th anniversary. Came out in 1996. Have you seen this, Smoke?
Yeah. It's fun for what it is, and for those who maybe doesn't know,
that's a silly
Lustig
question
directed
on my part.
Maniac.
Obviously, you've seen this.
What's that? Oh yeah,
I said that was a silly question on my part. Obviously, you've seen this.
It's been a little bit, but yeah. It's definitely not one I've seen as much as say William Lustig's other movies like Maniac. That's a classic for me that he directed, and I've seen that one plenty of times, and I've seen Maniac Cop, at least the first Maniac Cop, plenty of times, and the sequels as well. So, this one I've seen. I've only seen it once though.
Yeah,
you've seen the Maniac Cop movies?
I know. Typically, we do holiday, holiday horrors. Like we just, with Leprechaun, St. Patty's Day, and we may get to this, at some point. It really just depends on, I guess, how it rolls around. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we definitely will. Probably sooner than later, because there's not really a shit ton of July 4th horror movies. There's a few,
there's really not. So I'm sure at some point we'll get to it. But this will be on in 4K June 21st. The special features include director's commentary with William Lustig and the late Isaac Hayes, who also stars in the movie. No, he's just there randomly. No, I'm just kidding. But also director's commentary with writer Larry Cohen, famous for The Stuff, among other things, and producer George Braunstein. There's also stunt commentary with stunt coordinator Spiro Rosatos, along with trailer, deleted scenes, gag reel, still gallery, as most DVD special features have. But no, this should be interesting, man. I may pick this one up and give it a watch.
Yeah, we'll definitely. I don't know. This isn't written in stone or anything or whatever, but I'm sure we'll get to it at some point. If not this year, in the very near future, because like I said, there's only, I don't know, you could probably count on one hand how many July 4th horror movies there are. So
yeah, there's not much. No, but kind of moving on. Shudder is they're halfway to Halloween month. Is actually starting next. Actually starts in April. Starts next month. So they're actually going to have 4 new original and completely exclusive films, along with they're going to have new seasons of Cursed films and The Last Drive-In with Joe Bob Briggs. So in addition to those, they're also going to have new additions to the Shudder library, which include Candyman, Evil Dead, Evil Dead 2, The Fog, Near Dark, The Serpent, The Rainbow, many more. The ones that I just mentioned were those are actually going to be released on April 1st. So definitely a cool way to kick off halfway to Halloween. That's been a popular mainstay on Shudder for a bit.
Oh, also, as part of that deal, I know you haven't. I don't think you mentioned this movie yet, but one that I was excited to see coming on there for the halfway to Halloween month is Rocktober Blood.
Rocktober
We've been
Blood,
talking about that on the show. Yeah, that's one of my. I love that movie. That's a fun flick, fun heavy metal horror flick, and and that'll be a good chance for it to be available easily for. I know I got it on VHS, but I mean, I don't know what other services streaming. I'm pretty sure it's not streaming on any other services. Maybe it's on YouTube or something. I don't know.
That's a good question.
But that will at least give. Yeah. But I was excited to see that one being included in that lineup.
Yeah, that'll
Pretty
be
sure it hasn't been on any streaming service yet.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. So if you're listening to us and you're not a Shudder subscriber, what are you doing? But this will be a good time to join up. But yeah, moving on. So that's basically done with the headlines. So moving on to conventions and fan events. So in Atlanta this weekend, from March 18th to the 20th, the Fandemic Dead 2022. Guests include Bruce Campbell, Norman Reedus, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, John Bernthal, a whole slew of Walking Dead actors, and cast, crew, I'm sure. But yeah, so if you're in the Atlanta area, chances are you probably already know about this. And if you don't, now you do. You can go to fandemictour.com for additional information, guest list, tickets. I didn't see where this was sold out at all yet, though. I don't know. So, all right. And then the other one was Comic-Con in Toronto. So that's Toronto, Canada. I don't think there's another Toronto. But yeah, you can. So that's also this weekend, March 18th to the 20th. You can go to fanexpohq.com /Comic-Con Toronto for tickets information. Guests include Lou Ferrigno, Adam Baldwin, and a bunch more. I don't know why I laughed when Adam Baldwin, but it was probably Lou Ferrigno. But I don't know. That it is what it is. But yeah. So if you're in Canada, I know there's a few of you that listen to us, so we appreciate you. But check out Toronto Comic-Con. All right, and moving on to the box office. Basically, the top two hasn't changed, but kind of going backwards. Number 5, Spider-Man: No Way Home. Number 4, Dog. Number 3 is a new movie. I'll say it's like a concert. BTS Permission to Dance. That was Josh's favorite. I think he saw it by himself. So props to him. Number 2, Uncharted, and number 1, The Batman.
And if not, that's okay. He's not here to defend himself. If not, anyway. So
he is not. Yeah, but he's listening. I know he is. So right. But yeah, moving on to new releases. So Thursday the 17th, The Bunker Game. That's on Shudder. And also Unwelcome. That will be a limited release. Coming out on Friday the 18th. You've got Master on Prime Video, Tethered on Video Demand, Uma and X in both in theaters. And on March 22nd, also this March 22nd will be 6:45. That'll be on DVD, Blu-ray, Video on Demand. So you can check those out. Coming out this week. The only other Icon horror anniversary we got is Michael Gough. He's best known as Alfred Pennyworth in 4 of the Batman movies, basically from the 80s, 90s. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the Icon anniversaries. I want to remind you again, the Craps for Peace poll, you can vote on all of our social channels. You can also vote here if you like. But yeah, this poll ends at the end of the month, end of March. So, definitely check that out. Also, wanted to remind you again, episode 101, Night of the Living Dead, that's coming up, along with episode 102, the Spook Show Spotlight for George Romero. And last, it would be February's Crapster Peace poll winner, the Garbage Pail Kids. That will be coming up soon on Patreon. So that pretty much wraps it up. Anything else to add, Smoke?
No, I think that covers everything I was thinking about.
Yeah.
Although, like I said, I'll be looking forward to that Frankenhooker episode dropping.
Yeah, that'll be good. I'm only laughing because Josh mentioned any one of them except the apple. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how the count shakes out. So yeah, that pretty much rounds it out. So for Professor Smoke and Josh and Will, who couldn't be here, I'm Donnie. We are the All-American Spookshow Horror Podcast, and we'll talk to you next week.
Later.